I watched Alien Romulus in the theaters tonight. No, this afternoon as a matinee. And it was a surprisingly good, disposable alien movie. Um, I can see the critics who are like, oh, it was just a hoot, it was fun. And I can see the critics who are like, there's so much good in it that the bad in it kind of really disappointed them. I think my expectations were so low going into this that I was just really pleasantly surprised and entertained throughout, even though the end with the final monster was pretty lame. The use of Ian Holm, CGI Ian Holm was pretty lame. There's some definite dialogue things that were lame, but there's also just a lot of Fede Alvarez is obviously a really good horror director. Really great setup in the beginning. It's definitely a movie that was strongest in its first 2/3 more, and then kind of definitely did waver, but was, it's like I'm not enthusiastic about it. And I was saying to Ja, it's like I don't think it's one of these movies that's particularly going to stick in my brain. But while I was watching it, I was entertained. I was tense, especially in the first bits. I was very tense. The face huggers were definitely more of the kind of the star of the show. The fellow who plays the android Andy did a really good job. The woman who's kind of the Ripley of this one was good. A little less. I mean, it's it's the tough thing of getting compared to Sigourney Weaver is like, that's kind of tough. But did well with what she had, and she had an arc of kind of going from someone who was cowardly or just trying to kind of slip by to there's a shift in her character, which I think the actress kind of did bring a lot to kind of trying to carry that off. So, I enjoyed myself. Is it the greatest movie ever? No. Is it better than Aliens 1 or 2 or even 3? No. I mean, in some ways, it was very much replicating the style of number 1. So even 4 had its own kind of very original look to it. Resurrection had its very own original look to it, even though that story was probably more of a mess. But I mean, Resurrection had so many amazing character actors in it as well. I mean, that's the other thing. It's a young cast, and they're just not able to bring that kind of a level there. I just watched a little mouse or rat go by. One of them makes an appearance in Alien Romulus. So yeah, it was good. It was good. It wasn't the horrible disappointment that a lot of like older franchises, you're just like, oh fuck, why are we back here? It was good for an afternoon's entertainment, which maybe isn't giantly ringing, but also not damning in this age. So I do afraid that it's like so successful it might spawn even less. You don't have Fede Alvarez there, and you have more callbacks and stuff like that. It might not be as good, but yeah, this was fun. All right, I'll leave it there.